City, and you know what that means. It is IndyCar night on ERN. The Indy 500 is now behind us, and now the focus is on the remainder of the season, which is down to just 3 races starting tonight. Hello again, everyone. I am Gary Gotzo. Welcome to round 11 of the Elite Racing League's premier racing division, the Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series Championship, as we come to you from the inaugural running of the Mexico City Indy Grand Prix from
Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez.
Now you know why I prompted him to say that, because he says it so much sexier than I can. And that sexy man and that sexy voice in the booth with me, as always, is Luis Gonzalez Nunez. Luis, we are now south of the border in Mexico City for the very first time, and we have ourselves kind of identical conditions to what we had at Mid-Ohio a little bit, where we have damp conditions on a drying racetrack that may be like this all race long. I don't know if we're ever going to really see it truly dry off.
Yeah, we have the same condition we have in Mid-Ohio. Kind of raining, early raining. Really early in the very early in the morning to have this race now at. We have a practice in the sim. It's 1 p.m., 1:20 p.m. now. So basically, it's almost with paddles around. For sure, after a couple hours, the paddles is gone, but they stay around the track. But now we have no really paddles. We don't have nothing. Maybe in the main straight before turn 1, we have one big in the braking zone, but not a big deal to all of these guys around the track. So the Autodromo is a really old one. Formula One came here. IndyCar came here. What else? IMSA. Many others over here to
NASCAR.
This track from 1940, 1950 or something like that.
Yeah.
Until they change it and they put the Aforosol is the
Aforosol. Yeah.
The Aforosol is turn 12 to 16 when they have this baseball stadium, to just take it off and put these new turns in that track.
Yeah, the original configuration lasted from 1959 to 1985, then 86 to 99 for the next configuration, and then a configuration more modern to kind of what we're used to in the 2000s. And we'll talk about when the kart series came here in the early 80s and then again in the early 2000s. But currently we have a minute 22 left to play here in qualifying. Group 2 is going right now. Group 1 is currently done. Ethan Stanley provisionally sits on the pole. The big news coming into today's race is that the points leader, and here are the points coming into this race, Adriano Pinero, not here today. He is using this as his drop week, and he says that he will be available probably for one more race this season, and he's going to need that race unless he wants to, in order to clinch this championship, because he does need to start at least another race or two in order to secure the championship. So this is a big opportunity for Tyler Fode to gain on the points, and make this championship a little bit closer. And there you see the points. Fode only 111 behind. Seb Alexander 148 behind. I do not think Seb is in the lineup today. Logan Edwards in 4th in the points. He's not in the lineup today. Ryan Schold, he's in the points. He's in the lineup today. Jordan Owens in the lineup today. Blauman in the lineup today. Ingrave in the lineup today. Craig Forsyth not in the lineup. And Hunter Smith, our Indy 500 champion, is in the lineup today. That is your top 10 coming into Mexico City. Here are your rookie points. Logan Edwards, again, not in the lineup. Colin Heil is in the lineup today, and Colin really could dive into that lead of Logan Edwards. Ben Lawson is 3rd, Liam O'Sullivan 4th, Edson Toole in 5th. There's a remainder of your top 10 after Indianapolis.
So yeah, by rules, this getaway. I don't want to say the whole word, but anyways, getaway raceway is the no drop week. So Pinheiro have a 5 points drop So means after this race, he's gonna gain 5 points from today. So title 40 have a 5 points drop. So if they have a good result today, like now it's a fourth in the standing, because Bluman is coming with the purple lap with all the sections. It could be a poleman right now.
And he does it.
It is.
We just saw him go through the camera there, and he goes to the top with a time of 1:27.2. As time is expiring, we still have some drivers out there. Hunter Smith, our Indy 500 champion, finishing up his last couple of laps. And he is currently in the top 10, and he's coming to pit road.
Richie Hearn and third over there. I think it's Richie Hearn racing Mexico. Don't know.
I don't think he did. We'd have to check the
Maybe
early
not.
days of the kart World Series, or before they were the Champ Car World Series. They were still going by kart for a while.
Oh, maybe not for sure. But what he said, I just hear his interview. He said, "I love the road course, basically street course. Toronto like Long Beach and some others, but some like a Barber, like the difficult tracks, it doesn't like it. So, but at least in their sim, you have a good job because it's
the clown prince Mark Reblis out there clowning around on pit road. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay.
And I have a dog in the household that's going a little nuts. We are going to have the full lap here.
Oh, that's long. For sure.
And I'm showing 69 laps. So originally I thought this was 70. So that is going to, well, I don't think that's really going to change the measurements too much of our forecast. So we will get in today's starting lineup. And the pole sitter today is Brian Blauman. Brian Blauman, the pole sitter of today's race, is sponsored by the pole award goes to, and is sponsored by 4D Racewear. Check out their line of made-for-sim racing gloves, shoes, and apparel. Visit them today at 4dracewear.com or click on the link in the stream description. And he is the recipient of that for winning the pole today.
No, the car didn't came to Mexico in that time. Just Rio, Brazil. That's it. That's Surfers Paradise in Australia. That's it.
And Blauman with his second pole position of the season. Riding up next to him is Stanley. Then we got Hearn and Fody back on row 2. Owens and Schold on row 3. The Catalyst Andrew Wood and our Indy 500 champion on row 4. That's Hunter Smith. Back on row 5, we got Heil and Vandermeer. Then we have Frankenfeld and Barrera. Chad racing a little bit under the weather today. We'll see how well he does back from that 6th row position. We got Toole and Ingrev in row 7. Watch Hunter Ingrev come from the back of the pack. Then we got Kidda and Aldrich in row 8. Reblis and Albrecht in row 9. And I don't think Hines is starting, but I think Lawson is, and Lawson will be riding shotgun. So we have a small field today, only 19 drivers. A lot of drivers still recovering after that very difficult Indy 500.
Now, I don't see the poleman. Oh, there is an 18. And the winner, it is an 8. So at least we have the these two guys on here.
And you're still going to see some wet conditions, some puddles out there. Here is the track map. We'll bring that back up here. And we'll do our best to stay on top of all the action. This is a new learning. This is 17 turns of excitement right here.
Mexico City.
We expect anything between probably anywhere between a 2 and a 4 stop. I have all my math. Originally, I was told 70 laps, but this is 69, so 69 laps. So we're doing about 186 or so miles. This is a 2.67 mile, 17 turn permanent road course in Mexico City. IndyCar has never used this configuration. Chances are when IndyCar does come here, which there is possibly forecasting in the future for IndyCar to come here, especially with Pato O'Ward being as popular as he is, this is probably the configuration they will use. So keep that in mind, but we expect anywhere between a 4 and a 2 stop. Maybe someone could pull off a 1 stop. I doubt it. You'd have to get the lap 35-ish, 34 for that type of action, but 2-stopper, the window opens at 23-24. A 3-stopper, the window opens at 17-18, somewhere in there. If we do a 4-stopper, it's going to open right around 13 or 14. Unlimited tires, but you're going to have to do a compound change. Most everyone is currently on the alternate tire, red tire right now, with the exception of Dan Morera, who is the only car on the prime tire right now on the racetrack. 50-mile-per-hour pit road speed limit. Pretty fast here, actually. One of the more faster pit road speed limits we have. No lucky dogs, no fast repairs. Getting ready to go green this time by.
Green, green, green.
Here we go. Pretty wide on the back with Tool, Chad, Dan, somebody else, and next to him is Dan Morera,
Oh, Tool! Look out, Tool! Oh, in front of Fody! He takes out Fody! He takes out Fody, one of our points leaders! My goodness! My goodness! What a start to this race! A worst-case scenario for Tyler Fody right off the bat. I don't see any damage on his car, but he did not need that. He was in about the 3rd position when that happened. And watch as he was in the 3rd position right across Richie Hearn. I don't even think he saw it coming.
You know what? Tools came with EOL from today because the race on Indianapolis.
I don't even think he saw it coming. Here,
no, for
boom.
sure they don't saw it coming, but it's really no. It's not a. We're already talking about the paddles on the main straight before the turn 1. They have steel paddles over there because the people don't use that edge on the main straight. So now 40, with a big chance without Piñero over here, it's gonna throw on the garbage because look like Formula One game try to make the pass in the turn 1. No? That really sucks for
that is
because
most
it's a
that is definitely most unfortunate. Laumann with the 2nd pole of the season. He started on the pole at Homestead to open the season. If we get another first-time winner today, it will be our first season where we have 5 first-time winners on the calendar since 2022A, when Nate Siefker, Craig Forsyth, Porcelli, Morlechka, and Troiano all won races for the first time that season. So if we get another first-time winner, and Blauman is in a position to do that right now, along with Richie Hearns, Owens, and Schold.
My God, Richie Hearn. You know what? If I had Richie Hearn, I should be defending the position because it is my position to turn in.
And Tyler Fody is on pit road with an extended stop for extended repairs.
what a lucky Richard Hearn in the past. Now his fastest lap with 107.5. Really lucky on Richard Hearn. I think he saw it because it's a breakdown and maybe something over there.
Hey, maybe he was watching his mirrors. I mean, this is the guy that's actually done this for real. And here is Stanley all over the back end of Blauman. It's going to take a shot to the outside. Coming into turns 5 and 6. I'll be naming these turns right.
Ben Lawson retired the car and have a contact in turn 16 and 17. So it's out.
Through the S's. Blauman still hanging on. Now we're going to go down the stretch here as we get them down to turn 12, and we will turn into the stadium portion of the course. Here we go. Very slow in through here for these cars. And Richie Hearn is to the back of Stanley. One of the longest straightaways in all of IndyCar racing right here. And here comes Stanley. Hearn goes purple.
Oh. Yeah, 107.6 for Richard Hearn. He's going fast. And I think he liked the chance to be over here. No, he doesn't, maybe he for sure he knows. But he don't want to use the push to pass because these two guys on the front, they already used, but Richard Hearn is still in.
Yeah, here is your. We can show you the push to pass situation for everybody, and Stanley has used a good deal of it already. Blauman only 8 seconds. Hearn has not touched the button yet. Neither is Owens, neither is Smith, neither is Heil, neither is Vandermarl or Ingrave. That is your top 10. Speaking of the top 10, here's Hunter Ingrave, winner already this season, one of the first-time winners this season at Road America. Looking to get another road course victory under his belt. Finished second at Portland. The closest road course finish in league history. And he is hounding Justin Vandermarl right now. Right in front of Justin Vandermarl is the Catalyst Andrew Wood. And then Colin Heil. And purple lap by Ethan Stanley. Is he now starting to put some space between himself and Blauman?
I think if I Richard Hearn, I stay over there, wait for the opportunity, because you know what? When you're racing on road, it's better to one person or two person pushing and just follow the line. I know Richard Hearn have the good. He's doing different lines on the apex. It's really they have a different line like Brian Blumen doing. That's kind of they have under control everything just for now with the prime tires. So this do a pretty good job at there. But like again, back with this, better to find somebody pushing, because if you attack, if it really can attack to Brian, Stanley's gonna escape, and also Ryan Chu is gonna coming back from 2 seconds, almost 3 on the back. So it's better to keep over there and try to keep an eye on Stanley. Don't go away, because now it's 1.2 on Brian.
We're riding with Richie Hearn right now. Down this really long straightaway into turn 1. Richie definitely using a line that's grabbing a lot of these corners. Not so much Blauman in front of him.
It is funny because you can use all that and you can keep going. You have a good traction. That's normally they use, and talking about Formula One, they use mostly over here from 2014 when they reconfigured all the circuit just for them, just for Formula One. So, but do a pretty good job here. Really good job. I hope with the
Ooh.
Oh, almost. I hope with the black or the prime tire.
Prime tire.
This is the alternative. This is the alternative.
Yeah,
tire.
this is the alternate.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's I mix the colors. So with the slower tire of the prime tire, actually, the black one, it's a different situation actually. So for now, do mistake for Richie. Put a little bit back on 1.4.
And there you see, actually, this is one of those tracks that has a little bug in it as well. It says no name for the track name there in the weather graphic, as I will get the track map and the logo off so you can see the current conditions there. But we are drying right now.
Dry. 88 in the track, 69.4 in the air. They show me 11 miles from northwest wind. Yeah. Let me tell you, if the weather is from Toronto today, it should be fully rainy today. This is realistic, mostly realistic weather, but yeah. I think it's a Tyler 40 is gonna stay in pits. It's 8 seconds in pit now. I don't think it's gonna go out, even for the point. For sure, it's gonna get points today for the race, but
He'll get points,
yeah.
but he'll get points for an 18th. Fody will.
Yeah, that's really. I don't know. Maybe suspension could be because it's ready tooled with the EOL from last race, and now once again that one is the, I don't know, look like a video game pass or like a, kind of not good to be honest.
As we watch Ryan Schob. And this is a good time to segue to the PRI Hoosier 500. Coverage right here on ERN starting in December with the opening practice, Fast Friday, and final practice all right here. And the race itself, December 11th.
44 days.
Yeah, it just keeps ticking right along, man. It's not getting any shorter, or it's not getting any longer. It's definitely getting shorter. But yeah, race day is on the 7th. Excuse me. That is actually the race is on the 14th at 11 a.m. That is, and it will be on the PRI channel, and I'll be myself and Arjuna Kankapati. But leading up to all the action, when it's over on P1, it'll be myself and this guy right here. We'll get the camera on him, Andrew Wood. There's Andrew. And then, of course, the voice that you just heard go, that's when we do our ERN coverage. It'll be me and Mr. Here. And we'll bring you the action all week long from Indianapolis, the final hour of practice.
We already did on 2 weeks ago, I think so.
Open test?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago actually, because the same day we have a body day. So basically 2 weeks ago when the Marcos Brazil step up in the 3 hours practice, in the open practice.
Yeah, and MAB, Marco Aurelius Brazil, he always is fast. What he needs to do is put together a 500-mile race where he's up front at the end of it.
I think it's gonna be a factor until show up the Malescas, Trainer,
Right.
and the Kraus, Ruffin, and all these guys with good. So the problem about Marco is play by self. He always when we try to keep it with Neki, with the Neki team, we talking about, and he said, I want to people want to help me to go for these leagues in Brazil and beat these guys, but I can't because I working for myself. So that's unfortunate because he have the potential to learn, and I remember that time he was one of the big one with good setups around. So that's unfortunate because the other teams have 5 or 6 or 10 heads of brains leading in one and working by months. And it's not like now December. It's like we're gonna go ahead. What is going to happen in May?
Yeah, a lot of teams. A lot of teams are working on it right now. A lot of teams are definitely working on it. I see a lot of chatter about it. Andrew Wood around Colin Heil, by the way, move Andrew Wood up in the 7th position as he now starts to pull away a little bit and try to get up to Hunter Smith, who is currently in 6th and part of a little eagle train of Owens and Schold right in front of him as they try to run down the top 3. Right now, the top 3 is Stanley as he pulls away. Although it is not really, he's pulled away by a ton. He's 1.3 over Blauman. Hearn has fallen back to 5 seconds behind this battle right here.
Yeah, it's getting a little back. Sometimes you're really good in the first. You know what? When you have a good the good restarted with the good tires, yeah, you do a good job. But then the thing is about the tire degradation. How you management with the exit and the turning, the braking point, blah blah blah. So all Blauman and Stanley do it very well because it's still together by 1 second each other signs lap 1. So actually no lap 1, lap 2 when the Stanley make the pass and be a leader in the race. So that's a pretty good job. Actually, good thing about Hearn is still ahead by the same margin of on Ryan Schultz. So at least it's still over there because if you can lose time.
Fode's back on the racetrack.
What?
Fode's back on the racetrack, and he's turning a purple lap at a 1:27.6. I'm thinking that's a little bit in anger.
That's like it's like a Robbie Buell in 2000. They give you a spare car, and he did a faster lap with the new car, with the spare car. So it's like a Tyler 40 have a spare car after 9 minutes of the repair, and did a fastest lap. But with that time, let me tell you, the guy could be a leader for far. Even with the car destroyed. Make a fastest lap. I don't know if it's doing now. It's personal best in the first and second, I think. Yeah.
What he needs and what he's trying to hope for is a lot of attrition to happen in this race. And unfortunately, with a racetrack that is this big, and there are some technical portions of it, like the one he's going through right here into the stadium. But he needs a lot of racing and a lot of attrition to happen, and we just don't have a very big lineup tonight. Mark Reblis is showing a meatball flag on pit road, and Fode will get past Reblis here in about 2 laps. If he doesn't leave pit road, he'll gain another spot. And another purple lap there for the purple car. But he needs a lot of attrition to happen in front of him, and he's just not getting it right now.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for him because you know what? They have the car. It's not the car. They have the hands to be on front and have a fastest lap with this kind of condition of the guys. So it's really bad to have a dispersed incident. It's like the motivation. You started with a good motivation, started the race with a new track and the league, and this happened with this incident by Doesn't make sense. So why me? So now the motivation is like, oh, okay, well, I want to try to enjoy something, but for nothing. So it's just he waited for maybe somebody have to pull down. For example, Mark Rebla says out, or it's not out of the race, but
Yeah, he's on
he's
pit
in
road
now.
for the extended stop, and in another lap will pass him.
Yeah, so it's gonna get one position more, so it's like a one more point for him. But it's not a big deal because they have a. Ooh, you almost hit the wall over there. He's not gonna win nothing in points different between Piñeiro and him. If it's Piñeiro over here, it could be even Piñeiro have the incident. Wow. Be careful with the paddle over there and turn in the main straight for 40. But anyways, yeah, that's bad for him actually.
IndyCar, then under the lineage of kart and then the Champ Car World Series, ran at Mexico City 8 times. First in 1980 and 81, and then again in the 2000s from 2002 to 2007. The series is raced here under 4 different mileage configurations in the 8 races. But the most recent race in 2007, they raced under on a 2.774 mile course, which was they called it the Pista 1 configuration, which was offered by the facility from 2007 to 2014. Today, we're, of course, using the 2.67. Here's a battle for 5th and 6th and 7th spot. Andrew Wood to the inside of turn 1 on our Indy 500 champion, and he got really, really close, and it might have scuffed his front wing.
It's a nice defense position on Andrew Wood to put the car on the front.
Wow. I think Hunter had to get all over the binders on that one. Little defensive driving for Andrew Wood, causing everyone else to stack up behind him. Now part of the battle, Hunter Ingram, Jensen Vandermeer will be back in the picture here as we got a little bit of a train from 6th on back to 10th.
Yeah, not everyone have the same break point, so you have to be careful of that and be aware where you want to brake.
Today we're using the 2.67 Grand Prix course on iRacing, which is actually called the Grand Prix with, as you talked about it, the Foro Sol configuration that has been used since 2023. So none of the records I'm about to tell you are applicable, but they do represent the record at the time when kart was last here. So the track record using the 2.774 mile config is held by, of all people, Will Power, with a time of 124.5. He set that in 2007, which would have been at the time for his 4th career pole, I believe. Keep in mind, this guy has 71 pole positions and still counting. So this was his 4th pole position when he won it here back in 2007. The all-time wins leader here is Seb Bourdais. He won 3 out of 4, 3 out of a 4-year period, actually, towards the end of kart's run here, or Champ Car World Series runs here. But he leads with 3. Rick Mears, of all people, you think of Rick Mears as kind of an oval racer. In fact, the first 3 kart or IndyCar winners here were primarily oval racers. So maybe this place does kind of cater itself to the oval drivers. But Rick Mears has 2 wins here. He won in 1980 and 81. And then the next driver to win when they came back here was Kenny Breck. And Kenny Breck is primarily known as an oval racer. But this is one of his few road course victories here. And he has 1 win. Paul Tracy has 1 win. The late, great Justin Wilson has 1 win here as well. So those are all your winners here at Mexico City when kart used to come here back in the day. If you enjoy ERN's coverage of the Elite Racing League's Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series and respect the stream, please do us a solid. Make sure you support us by subscribing. And while you're at it, don't forget to smash like and click the bell so you don't miss out on future ERN broadcasts. We are in the window for what we calculate to be a 3-stopper now. The 4-stop window is open, obviously. The 3-stop window just is going to open here in the next lap or so. Colin Isle getting passed by Justin Vandermeer. Vandermeer now up to 9th.
Didn't it's interesting how many categories came to this track, included the car. I said the car championship. Even the Atlantic champion, the endurance, Formula BMW, the Rolex Sport Car Series, the IMSA actually, the currently IMSA, NASCAR Mexico, the Porsche Cup, the Trans Am Series, and many others, include also the Formula E, the Cup Series also gonna come in soon, Xfinity Series, and the Formula One. So that's a lot. There's a lot of people. It's a lot of racing in this track from January until October, when no more, because in December they have an Endurance 24. So maybe something in local stuff.
I would say world-renowned racetrack and configuration. So, and here we have a battle between Hunter Ingrave and Hunter Smith. Battle of the Hunters. Down this little straightaway coming into this corner. That was turns 4 and 5, now through 6. Now they're coming up through 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. These S's right here. Is Hunter going to be close enough to make the pass on Hunter? Going into 12, into the stadium portion. Now at the slowest corner here in 13. 14, then 15 in rapid succession right here. We'll go over those curves.
Yeah, this is the peraltada, means that the peral in English maybe. Now the recta principal, it's a bit like a principal straight in English. Then they come into the turn 1 with the name Ese de Moisés Solana, so who knows who's her, but there could be somebody in Mexico. Then the recta traseras mean the back straight to turn 4. Then the SS for sure. Everyone have a SS after this turn 4.
Every road course
5,
either has a
6.
carousel or the S's. Yes.
Some others, like in Sao Paulo, have the SS, the Senna, for sure.
Yeah.
They'll have more option to put that name. Then they come into 10, 9, 8, 9. This is the 8. This is the 9. Then the 10 to Recta del Ovalo. Means they have an oval stuff over here. So it means it's the main straight of the oval. And then they come into the Foro Sol on the 11, 12, 13, 14.
So the oval is really this portion of the racetrack right here. That's a bad drawing of it, but that's roughly where the oval is.
Yes, that's
the 1 mile oval.
NASCAR Mexico.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what NASCAR Mexico use. And I saw it in the Speed Channel in that time. They started from there, so they turn it on the right and the exit on the pit road. So it's kind of like that.
Meanwhile, back up front, it is Ethan Stanley running the point right now. Only showing up for the road course races and Indianapolis. Finished on the podium at Indianapolis. Almost got the win. But now looking for his first win of the season. And he's had a pretty good season. But it's all been road course related. So he was on the pole at Mid-Ohio.
Ooh, he started it. Save. Turn 16.
But no wins for Ethan this season.
Stanley.
Ethan is currently in a three-way tie with Chad Frankenfeld, Robert Malechka, and himself. Also a four-way tie with Joshua Chin, tied with 7 wins. So if he does get the dub today, which it's looking pretty good, but we want to knock on wood. We don't want to jinx him because we've seen things happen before. Yeah, he would get his 8th win, and that would move him 4th all time, all by himself. Only behind Henry Bennett, Alexander Van de Sant, and Adriano Pinero.
Every time we say something like that, like so we don't want to. I hope Stanley finished finally and stay on close of that big names around. So just for now, good.
We are now at lap 20. So I would suspect we are definitely in the 3-stop window now. That's going to be right around 16, 17, 18, somewhere in there. And then the 2-stopper is going to open up around 22, 23, 24, somewhere in there. So the 2-stop window is opening here soon for a lot of these drivers. Now, can they get the 35? I don't think they can get the 35 with the 18-gallon fuel tanks they have. And with the number of wide open spots. There's a couple wide open straightaways here that are going to use a lot of fuel, especially this straightaway right here.
Mm-hmm. That's a good example, for especially in the main straight with, I don't know how many miles or kilometers have that main straight. We already mentioned many times.
Well, I got my calculator up. So we are doing 69 laps today, so that's 2.67, and we're doing 184.23 miles today. And I'm not quite sure how long the straightaway is. That might be a front straight at.
Looking for.
And that might be a question we ask ChatGPT. Here, I'll ask Chat. How long is the main straight at Mexico City? Let's see if it answers me.
Got it. Oh, you have to calculate 1.3.
Okay, so it's km, so is it 1.3?
Yes. 0.8 miles.
Yeah, 0.8. So basically, if you take Iowa and you don't make it an oval, you just make it a straight line, that's the straightaway here at Mexico City. Basically. Not exactly, but basically.
It is so long. It is really long.
Now, so far, no takers on pit road yet. The only people that have come to pit road are those that had to. But Blauman, Chris Albrecht has traffic around him.
Takecha Kita is the first one in pit road. Dan Morera also too. So good approach.
And there's Dan Morera, the amateur champion of the Formula Indy Series from a couple seasons ago. Kidda down and away. Dan Morera down and away. Their pit stops are complete. Coming to lap 23. And we have another car coming to pit road right behind him. That is Chris Albrecht, our pole sitter from Indianapolis.
I have to mention this about Marco Andretti.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he decided to.
He retired. He retired this week.
Yeah, he already retired a long time ago. I don't see it racing anymore around, but maybe it's like a fully. Andrew Gooden pit now. don't know if it's pretty success, but it was close to be success when Sam Cornish make the pass in the main straight. But Chad Frankenfeld to pit also too. So yeah, another Andretti out of the racing world. But with one Andretti out, we have one Fittipaldi in. So Enzo Fittipaldi is gonna race in the next season.
Here comes Ethan Stanley to pit road.
Oh, Chad Frankenfeld have a black flag.
Frankenfeld speeding, coming off of pit road.
Wow.
So he will have to make a, I think a drive-through or a stop and hold, but either way he'll have to answer the black flag. Ethan Stanley on pit road for his scheduled stop. Also on pit road is Blauman. Here comes Richie Hearn. And Hunter Ingrave's staying out.
You know what? I have the answer. Why Frank have the black flag? Let me see. Okay, I knew why. So the thing is because it's really sensitive this because it's by Formula One.
Mm-hmm.
So they have a line in the entry on the pit road. So he crossed the line. So basically it's an unsafe pit entry.
Oh wow, okay.
So it's kind of weird because I don't see the penalty and the entry. He really crossed pretty good. I don't see he went over on the 50 miles. No, I don't see it. I just no see the speeding. Maybe when they exit, but
And
no,
it's a
I
drive-through
think
penalty.
maybe it's the unsafe. Yeah.
Jordan Owens, black flag.
Oh, black flag. Why? Oh, maybe I have a slowed down, and he didn't answer the slowdown they have it in the road, and that's why I have a black flag.
Oh, that's what happened. Jordan Owens. We need to get back to a better shot there. Trying to when he left the pit road. Watch this when he leaves pit road. I think he gets off the button and gets on the loud pedal real quick. And watch this.
Oh, but.
And he goes out onto the racing surface, and then I got to go back in, and at that point, that's already a penalty. And he's done his drive-through. All right, so we kind of got a bit of a spread-out field right now. Stanley is ahead of Hunter Ingrave. Ingrave has not come to pit road. He's the only car not the pit. Ingrave going long. I don't know if Ingrave's going to be able to get to the 34, 35-ish neighborhood and to do a one-stopper. But right now, he's showing the most fuel economy. So we'll follow him, see how long he stays out. But if you're just joining us, this is ERN's coverage of the Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series. The inaugural running of the Mexico City Grand Prix coming to you from...
Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez. I checking about the Fittipaldi, sorry. Yeah, all started with Emerson Fittipaldi and the IndyCar, then Christian, then Pietro Fittipaldi, and now Enzo. How many Fittipaldi have a Fittipaldi, man? Oh my God, even Piquet have so many names. I don't like Piquet, to be honest.
We've completed now 26 of 69 scheduled laps. Make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the next race. The next time you see us will be next week for the 8th running of the P1 US 500 from Michigan International Speedway. Coverage starts right here on ERN at 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time for the last crown jewel of the season. We still got a couple guys that can, Pinero, if he makes the lineup and chooses the race, he is eligible for a little money if he wins, as well as Hunter Smith is eligible for a little money if he wins, as we watch Hunter Ingrave coming to pit road right now. Part of the P1 Triple Crown Challenge. No Triple Crown winner this season. But still, if you remember the race a year ago at Michigan, you remember that was quite an attrition fest. And it was won by Matthew Weeks, the former Cup champion, the Elite Cup Series champion, and also winner at Daytona this season. So can he back up that win with another win at Michigan and the Irish Hills? I'll tune in next week and find out for our last 500-mile race of the season.
Yeah, so I don't know if the rule is if Adriano, if he show up, or Hunter, Smith, Hunter Smith, winning, they're gonna, so whatever these two guys winning, they win. Oh, they almost lose the car in one of the turns. So in turn 5 and 4 and 5. So whatever these two guys winning, they're gonna get the bonus. But if it's somebody else, a third guy, show up and winning the race, so the third guy, the new guy, winning the race in Michigan, is no bonus for nobody.
Yep.
But supposed to be the big bonus is like winning the 3 races.
Yeah, I believe there's is it a $25 bonus for if they get one of those two wins the race? And they'll get 2 jewels of the Triple Crown, but not all 3.
Yeah, it's not gonna be a answer winner in ERL.
No, Al Unser Sr., the only winner of the IndyCar Triple Crown ever in 1978. He won at Indianapolis, Ontario, and Pocono. We've never had a Triple Crown winner here in the Elite Racing League. The closest has been Henry Bennett won at Michigan and Indianapolis in 2021A. I don't know if Texas was really an official crown jewel race that season, but it was listed as a 500-mile race. Let's see. Nope. The next closest was... trying to see if there's any... Nope. Real close. Maletska in 2023 in that single season year. He won at Pocono and Indianapolis, but Ethan Stanley won at Michigan. Let's see. Brophy. Brophy, that's probably the closest. He won at Auto Club in 2024A, won at Pocono, and then finished 3rd by the closest of all margins at Indianapolis. But he did not win the Triple Crown that season, but he won 2 jewels of it. So that's most recently. So that's it. That's it. No one's really ever come close since then.
It is really interesting the thing about the IndyCar. So, Sainz USAC, they use Indianapolis, Pocono, Ontario. Then the car used Indianapolis, Pocono, Michigan, but the IndyCar use Fontana, Pocono, and Indianapolis. That's a Triple Crown.
Yeah, when CART did the Triple Crown, Ontario was basically closed. Like there was like a year or 2 overlap of Ontario and CART racing. But when Ontario closed, Jordan Owens loses his front wing as he gets into the back of his teammate Colin Heil as they are in the turns 4, 5, and 6 portion of the race course. He's going to have to come to pit road and get that replaced. Actually, no, Jordan Owens, yeah, he's going to have to get that replaced. He's not been forgiven, so he's not going to handle very well. So, yeah, Michigan became the new crown jewel. And for most of the 80s, it was Indianapolis, Pocono, and Michigan until Pocono was dropped and the crown jewel or the Triple Crown didn't return until really, I think, the mid-2010s. I think they had it was the DW12 car at the time.
Yeah.
And it was, you're right, it was Fontana, Indianapolis, and Pocono, with one of those years at Pocono being a 400-mile race, which was kind of odd. But no one still has ever won the IndyCar Triple Crown. And I hope at some point they decide to bring it back. You know, there's always a first time for everything to happen again. But right now, in the over 100-year history of IndyCar racing, only one driver. That's Al Sr.
Yeah, so I don't think it's gonna happen. Sure, maybe. We can always have a hope for that. Though, in the race, Stanley went far for 5 seconds, then Richie Hearn lost the track for 13 seconds. But Ryan Schultz started to catch Richie Hearn, and it's 1.5 for the last podium, or step of the podium. So, getting close, Ryan Schultz, because the Engrave is 10 seconds behind on Ryan Schultz. So I think the battle is over there. Richie Hearn, Ryan Schultz. I think Richie Hearn on the prime tire is not pretty good though.
Yeah, Ethan Stanley on the prime tire, Laumann on the alternate tire, Schultz on the alternate tire, Hearn on the prime, Ingrave, Wood, Smith, Heil, Vandermeer on the prime, Owens on the alt, but Owens going to have to come to pit road here shortly because of that nose that got chopped off on him.
I think he can survive. I don't see his worry about it. If he have a people flag, he can come in, have to. But I think I don't see any worry because even the push to pass he used to. So it's like, okay. But still behind of Justin for 5-6 tenths with the front wing broke.
So there's your push to pass situation right now. Stanley barely has touched the button. Blauman has even less touched the button. In fact, most of the top 5 have not used push to pass very much. Andrew Wood is about halfway through his allotment, and he's about halfway through the race, so he's on schedule. Hunter Smith either has forgot to map the button or just decided he's not going to use it at all. He has not touched it once. He's still at 200. Owens at 200.
Am I right? But I never see the IndyCar over the 10 seconds, over the 9 seconds. Maybe I saw it 9.5 seconds back because of repair. But 10 seconds of the box is really a lot.
Yeah, long box times here at Michigan City. Sorry, Mexico City. Michigan City's a city in Indianapolis. Sorry, in Indiana. Sorry. Yeah, it's northern Indiana. Sorry about that. But this is Mexico City. I think I've done that once before. But the box times are really long. I mean, 10.1 for Stanley, 10.7 for Blauman, 10.7 for Richie Hearn, 10.2 for Schuld, Hunter Ingrave, 10.6. So the box times are really long here. Tyler Fode goes purple that time by 1:27.4.
Pretty long.
And now we're going to see a battle here very shortly for the bottom step of the podium. Here comes Ryan Schuld. Here's Richie Hearn, and Schuld is there. We're on 2 different compounds of tires. Schuld is on the softer tire. Hearn is on the harder tire.
Push back for Nope.
Oh, Scholl just backs off.
Save fuel. The good thing about this track, you can save fuel for 1, maybe 2 times. Yeah, basically.
There's this double apex turn right there. Riding with Ryan Scholl. Blast down the straight here into turn 12, and then they'll come and enter the ballpark portion of the course.
All the block tires he do, Richie Hearn, like 2 times now. It's burning tires for him. Not a good thing, but Ryan Scholl is not used to push the pass. Maybe he knows if he uses it, it's gonna be a burned tire. Sorry, burn fuel.
Here he goes.
Let's go to the pass. Yep.
And Richie kind of just let him go.
It is kind of like I know you're fast, so you can go ahead.
Yeah, go right ahead. So move Ryan Scholl now up in the 3rd spot. Your biggest gainer of the day right now is Hunter Ingrave, up 9 spots in P5. There he is. He's kind of all by himself on the racetrack.
Let's get in there. He's just
Ethan Stanley is now.
seconds.
Ethan Stanley's now caught Chad Frankenfield, who's at the tail end of the lead lap. And we're going to see how much Chad's going to play ball here in a ballpark in a track that features a ballpark. Chad going to race him to stay on the lead lap, or is he going to let Stanley on by? We'll see as they race down the front stretch here.
So the Indy 500 poleman decided to just pull over.
So Chris Albrecht has retired, so that's going to allow Fody one more position and about 4 more laps to move up to 15th spot.
Graves coming fast. His last lap was 128.4. Richie Hearn and Ryan Schulz did 129.0 Schulz and Richie 130.0. So it's 2 seconds, almost 2 seconds fast for lap. So.
I don't think Chad's really playing ball right now. He is making things difficult for Ethan. Ethan doesn't have a really good spot to pass him. Now he's going to be on the front stretch. Oh, and a good jerk of the wheel there as he gets as much run as possible in the draft. Goes to the inside as they race each other down the stretch into 1. And I think Stanley's going to clear him. Yes. But that caused Blauman to actually reel him in by about a second.
Yeah, it's getting close.
Oh, a little bit of a clip in the corner there for Stanley. We're now past the halfway point. And now's a good time while we got things going on. We're between stints on the next round of pit stops. We expect everyone to do at least a 2-stop strategy now. Let's get a word in from iRacing, and we'll be right back. with the second half of this race.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
And make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all of that. Rev up your business with Blue Egg, your marketing pit crew. Turbocharge your lead generation with experienced drivers that can navigate the competitive track to connecting with your customers. With Blue Egg, you're always on the pole position, leading your brand toward victory lane. Don't spin your wheels. Accelerate success with Blue Egg. Fueling small businesses to win big. To learn more about Blue Egg, click on their link in the description and check out their car leading right now with Ethan Stanley, your leader, after lap 37, now 38. Of 69. Blauman is second. Schulden's third. Richie Hermanos is fourth. Ingravitz in fifth. That is your top five at the moment. The big news from the race, if you're just joining us, happened on lap 1, turn 1, when Edson Toole got offline going into turn 1 and took out Tyler Fode, which caused Tyler to have to go to pit road for extended repairs. Right now, Tyler Fode is second in the points. The key points leaders are not here again this week. So he was looking to gain big, and right now he's going to gain, but not as big as he thought he was, or thought he could. Because he is back in 16th spot, but he's about 2 laps away from moving up to 15th spot, and he's just picking off one position at a time as attrition occurs. The ERL IndyCar Series is proudly sponsored by Warriors for Peace. Warriors for Peace is an Indianapolis-based nonprofit organization working to end violence and inspire peaceful change. Founded in memory of Jack Shockley to support youth through scholarships, mentoring, and community programs. To learn more or to support their mission, visit their webpage at warriors4peace.org. All the links you need are in the description. I want to thank the Warriors for Peace for their continued support of this signature series.
I don't know if it's happened to you when you're thinking you're fast and then somebody's past you, and then when you have somebody in front of you, you're doing a pretty good job in the track. So I think Richie Hermanos happened. It's happened to me too when I prefer to follow somebody in front of me, and I can.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Good laps. And Richie, I thought Ryan Chu's gonna be ahead.
Well, keep in mind, Schuld is now out there 15 laps into his stint on a set of alternate tires. Those alternate tires could have given up by now, and we'll give you an updated weather situation as well. So I don't think there's a lot of degradation due to temperature. I think it's just degradation because of just tire wear.
Yeah, you're right. Hunter Grace now 5 seconds close of these two guys. This is a big problem because we're gonna get close to this last stint. Actually, we are 7, 8 to go for the last stint. Hunter Grave, it could be is 4 to go for his last pit stop. So
Tyler Fody,
wow.
another purple lap. we're not laughing at him, we're laughing with him.
I don't know if he have a damage or not, but I still insist that with his problems, without the problems he have, could be super fast. But the 61 in the push to pass he used, so for sure, all that fastest lap is by little bit seconds on the for the fastest lap he used. So, anyways, I lost the thing what I talked about, but
No, you were talking about Hunter Ingrave, the fact that he went so much longer than everyone else on that first round of pit stops. His next stop, which he went, let's see, Hunter went 26 laps on that stint. So that's going to get him in the neighborhood of 42. Hold on. No, Gary doesn't know math.
No.
So 26 times 2. Uh-oh, what happened? That's 52, sorry.
Chad Frankenfeld, how about Meeple Flack? Why?
Oh, and his front tire.
Oh no, Dan Morera, how about in the middle of on the brake? He lose control in the
right in the baseball stadium.
Yes.
And Chad got a hit by pitch.
No.
No.
Díganle que no esta pelota. Well, yeah, that's bad for Chad and have to come into the pit and repair the car.
Well, that's good for Tyler Fody, though.
Oh, sure. For sure. It could be take 13, no, 14, if it should stay longer. But we talk about Chad, they have a neck injury.
Yeah, he's
like
nursing a bad neck. And luckily these aren't real G-forces you're facing here, but if you had a strong direct drive wheel, that would be jerking you around a little bit. So Frankenfeld on pit road. He's getting going to go for an extended repair, see if he can get back out there. Tyler Fody is now up the 15th spot. Dan Morera is repaired and back out there, so he is still rolling. Victor Aldrich is just 5 laps in front of Tyler Fody. If something happens to him, that would be the next car that Fody could pass, although I think Aldrich is going to pass Frankenfeld this time by. Yes, so move Aldrich up to 13th. Tyler Fody then will go up to 14th here in about 5 laps. Dan Morera has another black flag.
Yeah, black flag for the contact in the incident. I think race control found the fault on him because he lost the control on the turn 13, sorry. So they give it to him.
It's kind of insult to it's kind of insult to injury there, where. And here's the view of the entire facility. A nice view here. There's the baseball stadium and everything. Kind of an insult to injury because in here is Dan coming back out because Dan just lost it, and really if Chad would managed to miss him, it would have been no harm, no foul, but Chad made contact, and so then that falls into the lap of Dan Morera getting the penalty. It's bad enough that Dan already spun out and lost time, but then he has to visit race the pit road one more time for the penalty. So it's insult to injury, but that's how it happens sometimes.
Yeah. Hunter Grave is now in the tail of Richie Hearn, using the push to pass, and Ryan Chud went ahead for 2 seconds of the Richie Hearn. So come back with that what I said about the Richie Hearn and he stayed behind on the Ryan Chul and then old tires and the alternative tires and stuff. That's the problem. So I think it's gonna be maybe by performance and pit. Could be Hunter and Gray is gonna be on front of the Richie Hearn, and maybe gonna be ahead on Ryan Schultz when the pit stop is coming. So I think by the stint Hunter did, it could be need 2 more laps and he can finish the race like that. He did only 1 stop. Yeah, everyone did 1 stop. But Hunter went more and more.
Well, and yeah, Hunter went about 3 laps longer than everyone else, so it's going to be a shorter fill for him on his final stop. And he has caught Richie Hearn. We're in the stadium portion right now. He has caught Richie Hearn. And here's Hunter going to take a shot to the inside, going into 1 down the main straight, and he will pull that off, move Hunter Ingrave now up the 4th. And he has time. He has plenty of time. Oh, dive a little bit deep there into the corner, but keeps it underneath him. He does have time to run down Ryan Schultz.
He had plenty of time, actually. So much time to do that.
Remember, we started this season off with Pinero winning the first 2 races of the season at Homestead in Iowa. Then Logan Edwards got that win with just an awesome finish with Hunter Ingrave. Closest ever road course finish here in the Elite Racing League at Portland. Then Pinero wins from 33rd starting position at Pocono. Tyler Fode wins race 1 at Texas. Clindy wins race 2 at Texas. Then Pinero wins the next 2 at Nashville and out Mid-Ohio. And Hunter Smith with the big win 2 weeks ago at Indianapolis for his first career win. We have 4 first-time winners this season with Logan Edwards, Clindy Ingrave, and Hunter Smith. And unless something happens to Stanley, Stanley is not going to allow another first-time winner. We still got some racing to go. We've seen things happen before in this league. Specifically at the end of Road America, specifically during Long Beach 2 seasons ago. As Ingrave now starts to pull away from Richie Hearn just by about a second now. Let's give you some gaps since, there you go. Since the fields are so spread out right now. Tyler's 2 laps away from catching Chad Frankenfield, moving him up in the 14th.
Oh, it went too long. Hunter and Grave on turn 12. Anyways, he have the best chance to finish at the podium, and I think Brian Bluman. I think the first 2 they're gonna stay over there, but until somebody.
Ethan Stanley. Sorry, well, we got ready to say Ethan Stanley is neck deep in some lap traffic right now. He has Jordan Owens still sporting a one-wing angel configuration on the front of his car right now. Right behind him is Dan Marrera. And how much are these guys going to move over for our leader? There's not very many places to pass here. Marrera moves over in the straight leading into the stadium. Also want to thank the guys at Worldwide Technology Raceway for being a premier partner of the Elite Racing League. Worldwide Technology Raceway is the Corsa Motorsports racing facility in Madison, Illinois, just east of St. Louis, Missouri, close to the Gateway Arch. It features a 1.25-mile oval that hosts the NASCAR Cup Series, the NASCAR Xfinity Series, the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, and most importantly, the NTT IndyCar Series. To learn more about the Worldwide Technology Raceway, to buy tickets for one of their premier events, especially the NTT IndyCar Series race that will be there next year, go to www.raceway.com or click on the link in the stream description to order your tickets today.
Loman MP. Now sexy. Good to go to the end.
This is Ryan Scholl at pit road on 47 laps here.
Yes.
And he's down on the way. That's his final stop. Stanley around Owens. Started from the front row at Indianapolis. Had himself a good Indy 500 until it wasn't there toward the end. Same thing for Albrecht. He had himself a good race. Just had a bad final stint there as the racing got really elbows out there towards the end at Indianapolis. Ethan Stanley could have easily won that race if there was no final caution that came out, but that fell in the favor of Hunter Smith, who's currently in 6th spot. And here comes our leader to pit road for his final pit stop, along with Jordan Owens, who will get that front wing taken care of. Stops are still pretty long. Ethan Stanley looking at about a 10-second stop at least. Yep, 10.7. So I'm just wondering if the way they operate on pit road here is a little bit different than other tracks.
Rick Hearn hit the wall in turn 16. He's coming to the pit again to repair his front wing.
Left front wing askew for Richie Hearn, currently in 4th spot.
I just saw how he blocked the tires and hit the wall.
There you see the wing snap back into place. He's down and away. That was an 11.4 second stop. Kind of a battle for the lead, but not so much. This is Stanley and Ingrave. Ingrave is in 2nd. He still needs to make his final stop here. But he's racing Ethan Stanley for a position. Oh, he's going to go to the outside. And that is a pass for the lead. Ethan did the right thing, knowing that Hunter is going to have to come to pit road here soon as they come into the stadium. And Hunter's going to stay out and get credit for the lap led there. And yeah, Logan Edwards says in chat, I hope the drivers are enjoying the setup he made. And Logan was the setup author here. I don't think I've heard any complaints about the setup.
Yeah,
I haven't heard any.
Yeah, I think I'll say the same thing. It's just they talking about the battles and stuff, whatever. So Brian Bluman 3-lap lead. Stanley 44. Hunter 1 now. And Fody make the pass on chat. Now it's 14.
Yep, Fody now up the 14th spot.
Hunter's coming to the pit, maybe. Yeah.
Hunter Ingrave coming to pit road for his last stop. He went.
Oh no! that's close.
Oh, it was indeed. And Stanley on push to pass. And Ingrave going to the alternate tires to finish this race up with.
Ryan Schultz is 11, 9 seconds, 8, 7. It could be see him in the breaking point on the turn 1.
Ingrave's out in front of him.
Oh, yeah, it's 2.0 now.
And Ingrave is going to be on alternate tires, and he can actually pull away a little bit and add to that buffer. But Schultz should catch him at the end of this stint. We got 20 to go here at Mexico City. We are in our final stint for this race, our final road course race of the season. Here is the schedule as we'll get, there we go, get the graphics covered up there. But after this race, we're done with that one. We're done with that one. There we go, that one. We'll get 2 X's on that one. That's a doubleheader. And then that one, that one, yeah. Thank God Indy's open. Now we're here. Okay, so we got Michigan and Gateway, Worldwide Technology Raceway. Next 2 races, November 6th, November 13th. Mark them on your calendar. Don't miss them. Michigan is next week.
I saw the X on the Texas 2 time. You're right.
And then did I just take off the graphic and I just have the X's left over on the screen? That's the dry erase board for you. Anyways, and don't forget, next week is a 500-mile race, and it's going to be a long night. But every single race we have ever had at Michigan has always been one that's going to be at the edge of your seat, and it is a crown jewel. There's going to be a lot of drivers that are going to want that win. So tune in next week, 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on the Elite Racing Network, when we go 500 miles in the Irish Hills in Brooklyn, Michigan, at Michigan International Speedway for the final crown jewel of the season. There is money on the line if Hunter Smith or Adriano Pinero wins the race, but there is no Triple Crown winner this season. Once again, if you're just joining us, you are watching Elite Racing Network's coverage of round 11 of 13 of the Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series and its inaugural running of the Mexico City Indy Grand Prix, coming to you from... That's you, LGN. Did we lose LGN?
Oh, sorry. We are in Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez. So sorry, man. We are in Ciudad de Mexico. Pretty good place, actually. Sorry.
That's our home turf of one of our commentators over on P1. His phone goes purple again with a 126.4. This is Antonio Estrada's home turf.
Hermanos Rodriguez, Pedro and Ricardo and Pedro Rodriguez. I think so, Pedro was the most success until came Checo Perez.
Okay.
And they beat him for everything. So you can.
Well, that's just Formula One racers. That doesn't include Adrian Fernandez or Jose Lee Garza.
To be honest, Adrian Fernandez was the good one of the. In terms of success, I think so. Pedro was the more success because he won the 24 hours Le Mans. He went to Daytona. I think he did something in Daytona 24 hours. So I think Pedro is still success until Checo do something. But because Checo won in Formula One, also Pedro won in Formula One. But finished second in the championship, make it Checo success. But Adrian Fernandez, it was one of the main head with the guy in Textile, and also some of the other staff in Mexico to recruit all these people, including Checo Perez, to be on the front and be success in long term.
Tex, what was the name of the guy that owned that? Was it Slim something was his name?
Ricardo, I think so. Ricardo, let me tell you.
Maybe I'm thinking of the...
Telmex. Telmex is the guy of Hector Slim.
Yeah, Slim. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget his last name.
Yeah, all the Hector and Fernandez and there make the most success people, especially in NASCAR Mexico, to go to Formula 3, go to Formula 2, go to the
Carlos
Italian.
Slim. Carlos Slim, that's the owner. Yeah. He, I think he.
Oh, Hector is a fan now.
Yeah, Carlos Slim. I think he even owned some U.S. companies for a while. I think he owned Comp USA for a while.
So then coming with Claro, then we're coming with many stuff. So I think so, in terms about success, about the thing, I'm not Mexican, so I really dear for outside, but I think with the lake, we're talking about lake. It's really a lake from Pedro what did when he died, and also Ricardo died in testings with different cars. After came all this lake with Capo, and then came Fernandez with the champ car, winning in USA, winning in this, winning in that, and getting success, and then went to IndyCar, and then the names of Carlos, any others drivers in NASCAR, and then Formula something, people with 10, 12, 15, 18 years old, make it sponsored by Telmex, and then be at Checo Perez, the same thing, the same way, because Checo Perez have money, and then Pato Ward, and then many others. It's really something about between success be in Europe versus success by take all these small people, a small group, and then make this big company with college and learning about racing and things, blah, blah, blah. Make also the Formula 1 in Mexico is a big stuff for Mexico. So I don't know, it's a mix of stuff. It's like Fernandez help for all of these rookie people or child to be a success in the Europe, and also Checo Perez with
different paths.
No equal.
Yeah.
I don't wanna be equal with Pedro. Pedro was so many stuff. Just Checo because Red Bull actually. Maybe Antonio's gonna say something different, but yeah. Or maybe I say, oh, you're right.
Ethan Stanley in the middle of lap traffic again. Right in front of him is Dan Morera and Chad Frankenfeld. Hey, in December, ERN becomes one of the primetime homes for Today at the 500, sponsored by Oil and Gas Safety Supply, your nightly destination for all the action leading up to the prestigious PRI Hoosier 500. As Dan Morera picked inside the stadium to slow down to let the leader on by. Join me and LGN as the last kiss of the bricks for 2025 is going to start right here on the Elite Racing Network. The countdown is on, so pucker up. Don't miss a second of the action. Like, share, and subscribe to stay locked into this channel. Coverage starts right here on ERN December 1st at 8 p.m. when we show Happy Hour at the Brickyard and lead up to the prestigious PRI Hoosier 500. See you all in December.
44 day. November 3rd is the last, very last day to be on there. Actually, no, not be there. It's just
you got to register.
Register,
yeah.
Exactly. That's it.
And over 100 cars, over 100. I shouldn't say cars. I'm sounding like the old 500 now. Over 100 drivers have registered to try to qualify for the PRI Hoosier 500. Over 100 cars, 100 drivers.
When was the last time Indy 500 having over the 100 people?
1982.
That's it. I think, you know what, is more devastating that because you pay I think you have to pay for coming in and practice for sure.
Oh yeah,
And then
there's
you
an
have
entry
to
fee and everything.
qualify.
And if you want, you just can't show up to Indianapolis in the real world,
Yeah.
and you have to pay to get there, and then you have to have your license and have the car pass inspection and the whole 9 yards. Yes, and yeah, you could go and not qualify and spend all the money trying to practice and pay your driver and pay your crew and pay the tire bill and pay the catering bill and pay the people so they can spend the night in the hotels nearby or whatever, and not win any money whatsoever by not qualifying. Yes.
Yeah, that's devastating. Like I already did whole and almost the entire month, 2 weeks actually, and then you get eliminated or bumped by qualifying. And
Well,
then
how
you're
about
gone.
somebody like Jacob Abel when you're the 34th car
I know.
and you're spinning
I-
just
I-
as much, but you're the only one that gets sent home. At least misery enjoys company when you have 60 other cars are going home with you.
I know, but the thing about the 34 and 35, it's like you have to stay around just in case somebody
Yeah.
got sick, got wrecked and then they don't have the money or the time or somebody or I don't know. So it's like what if? So I have to stay and you have to lose all that money, and that's
Yep.
like kind of like but here it's like okay, you. But at least that's a good thing about all this sim racing stuff. But what if one guy we never see in the iRacing come in and put the 5th time or made the poleman?
I would love it. I would absolutely love it that somebody would come in, an
amazing.
unknown person to the community, to the driver pool, to every, come in and just lay it to, the Krauses and the Malechkas and the Tranos and the Blockers, and they have no idea who this guy is, and all of a sudden this, or girl, for that matter, could be a girl, and just lay it out on the line and qualify for the pole at Indianapolis for the PRI Hoosier 5. That would be a huge story. I mean, it was a lot like Schwartzman
amazing.
doing it this last May. Schwartzman, nobody heard of Schwartzman in the United States for sure. In United States auto racing, no one heard of him. I know that maybe the Europeans have, but no one here has. And the only way that he has a name worth remembering is now he's forever known as a pole sitter of the Indianapolis 500.
Yeah, for example, I don't want to say he's not a name on IndyCar, but
He was a no name in IndyCar, but he's a bigger name now.
No. Let me finish this. I have to say this before I say the name, so I don't want to put down what the name.
Okay.
And then they say the name, and then like, oh my God, no, it's not bad. So I don't want to say he's the lowest, but in my orbit, in my mind, I always said, oh, somebody went to the wall or whatever. Chris Albrecht. So talking about him, he did the pole. He was almost get the pole last race, not this race, last race, when he got in the front row. But now we thought it's gonna be somebody else, Ethan Stanley or maybe Shad. We always talk about this name, even Adriano Pinheiro, and then come him by nothing with the pole. So it's gonna be the pole forever for him to be here in ERN. That's one of the most prestigious in the iRacing community. So one of the names, for example, because it's gonna be in the same record like a Maleska, Bennett, Matt Halliburton, others make the poleman in the Indy 500 or winning the Indy 500 actually. I don't say it's bad. It's just because Chris Albrecht is not really show too much in the fixed series. So Richie Hearn's coming close to Ryan Schultz.
Yeah, Richie Hearn all over. You're watching right now out the back of Ryan Scholl through his over his attenuator, and Richie Hearn is filling that picture frame up with 10 to go here. Ooh, oh, I thought he was going to nail him. He is so close.
Big Max to
Oh!
make the pass. Oh, Rich Hearn. But why Richie Hearn use the push to pass? He's on 182. But both of them have the same, almost the same number.
They could be just they don't have the fuel.
I think must to show the expertise. Richie Hearn make the dive bomb and said, "I make the pass, but I properly pass." So just I said that. I guess.
And they got lap traffic in front of them. That's Kidda up in front of them.
Yeah, I think about it. Why Joe De La Pena decide for Norberto Fontana? Maybe more. I say because I watched the interview. Make it close to went to Rahal team, and then Max Papis took the same seat Rahal offered to Richie Hearn.
Richie Hearn interview that it's on YouTube.
Same one.
Yep. If anyone hasn't seen that, just search that out. There's a pretty good interview with Richie Hearn recently here on YouTube. And right now, Ryan Schill trying to break that draft. It's not working right now, and he is offline where it's wet. Still.
It is there. The thing is, Ryan Schill have a good defense. That's why he's keeping
Hearn on push to pass. So you see
front.
on his steering wheel, you see the green. He's going to go to the out. He's going to go the long way around on the outside here. Whoa, 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 whoa.
He have the point.
And
nice,
he's got the preferred position coming out of those set of quarters.
Now we have to defend it. He already used 30 seconds actually on there.
8 to go. Oh!
Oh, be careful. And Ryan Schultz going for push to pass, and both of them.
He's on there. Yeah, we got push to pass and we got push to defend. Let's see if maybe that push to pass actually kicks into overdrive with that draft. Richie defending to the inside. On the outside is Scholl. They're going to enter turn one together. No, they're going to go stagger this up. Oh, and Richie Hearn cooks it going in the one. All that work. Ryan Schultz like, thank you. Once again, in the final stages here at Mexico City, want to thank our sponsors, Worldwide Technology Raceway, Blue Egg, and also Warriors for Peace, and their continued support of the Elite Racing League and the Elite Racing League's IndyCar Series. All of their contact information is in the description, Warriors for Peace. Go to warriorsforpeace.org, number 4, peace.org. All the links you need in the description for them. The Worldwide Technology Raceway. You want to buy tickets for one of their premier events, especially the IndyCar race next season? Check out their links in the description. And Blue Egg Marketing. Also, rev up your business with Blue Egg. They're going to win this race with Ethan Stanley. They haven't got a lot of TV time, but Ethan Stanley's just really been dominating this race since he made the pass for the lead. He's looking to put our Indy 500 champion, Hunter Smith, a lap down here and lapping up to P6 on the grid. He's now getting ready to put P7 on the grid, down one lap. But do want to thank Blue Egg, and make sure to check them out in the description. Click on their link, throw them some business, show them some support for supporting the Elite Racing League. Got me to 6 to go this time around.
It is 17 seconds over the Blumen. 13 seconds over Hunter and Gray, 47. All of these two guys battled for the fourth. And 1 minute and 9 on Goodman. Wood. Dominate there.
Stanley on push to pass to get around Hunter Smith, and he puts him a lap down. So he's now lapped through P7 of the top 10. Top 6 now remaining on the lead lap. 6 to go here in the final stages at Mexico City. Much like he did when we first visited Sonoma a season ago. Ethan Stanley looking for another road course victory. It would be his 8th career win. It would move him 4th all-time, all by himself on the all-time wins list here in the Elite Racing League.
I think the race on Sonoma was a pretty good race, though. Oh, Richard Howe have a good exit on the turn 17, and now the waving snake on Ryan Schultz.
Schultz is going to take him all the way down to the bottom, all the way down now, all the way down to the turn. Now he goes out a little wide. Nice defense. And you know you're fighting a pro.
A good pro.
Yeah. Guy has an IndyCar win to his credit. Couple pole positions as well. Victor Aldrich stays wide in that portion of the racetrack. Big run in through the S's. He's right there. He's all over and take the attack to the back attenuator of Ryan Schultz. He's going to have a shot here coming into the straightaway and into the stadium portion. He's going to show his nose. Not close enough.
The problem about their Hearn is the alternative tires. It's a short duration, but about the Schultz, they have the prime so that he can keep going, and still the tires and good duration, good performance. So that's the problem about the Hearn tires with 17 in the steam.
Chris Albrecht says he parked it early for an appointment, and he'll be back at Michigan. So we'll see a number of these drivers back a week from now for 250 laps in the 2-mile oval. Fastest 500-mile race of the season.
Oh, maybe you have to wake up early tomorrow. That's why.
4 to go here at Michigan. I said it again because I was talking about Michigan International. 4 to go here at Mexico City. Ethan Stanley, your leader. Brian Blauman second. Hunter Ingriv is in third. That's going to be your podium unless something changes here in the next 4 laps. Watching a battle for fourth between Ryan Schultz in the PRI Hoosier 500 car and Richie Hearn in the 40 Racewear car.
You don't want to see. You don't want to see that. I saw Ethan Stanley disappear, then came back.
Oh,
So
Stanley
we have
blinking.
to go.
Yeah, you don't want to
Yeah,
see that with 3 to, and we have seen that before in races where somebody was on the cusp of a win and all of a sudden blinks out, and then all of a sudden there's a new driver in contention. We have seen that before, not here in the Elite Racing League. I know we've seen it on our other channel, and that is a real possibility. And you make sure you want to tell your computer not to download any Windows updates during race time. Don't apply any patches.
Or just a screen and said, yes, stop. So Callisto, when in the track series in the Onyx at the ISRA, he leading, and I think it was the last lap, two to go, leading, fell disconnection.
Yeah, I remember that. Yep.
My.
Well, we'll put eyes forward on, but this battle between Schultz and Hearn, I don't want to take my eyes off it because Hearn is back there again, and he is managing to stay in this battle because of push to pass in this front straightaway, which is 7/8 of a mile. See, someone said they had Jonathan Cutlip DC'd right after crossing the checkered flag once. Well, I mean, at least you took the checkered flag. At least there's record of that, I think. Hopefully he's recognized as the winner for whatever. That'd be awful. I've been DC'd before leading races. I've been DC'd before in third place. It just happens. It makes you really want to troubleshoot your stuff a lot, though.
Okay, I got DC. Oh, Richard Herring hit the wall. No, almost hit behind on the right. So you remember I told you about the Le Mans? I was at a good position and I getting angry. I hit the table. So the laptop disconnected from the unplugged. So means when it do that, yeah, when it did that from the computer. For the power, sorry, for the computer. So you use the battery. So the batteries make the computer have a less performance.
Yes.
So I see all the cars start to jump in, and I have DC for that. White flag, actually. And I lose. I finish last actually because that. So iRacing showed me like no, iRacing thinking about have a connection problem, but it was by computer performance and make me dropping back. So when I connected the computer, I just one lap down actually. Oof.
I don't want that one. I want this one. This is a more natural Chandler shot. Here we go. Last lap for Ethan Stanley, looking at win number 8. First win this season. Only running the road courses and Indianapolis, so it's a 5-race schedule for him. The 4 road courses and Indianapolis is only oval, and he is going to get a win, and he's been after a win all season long. The man that hasn't finished lower than 3rd place in the standings for the last couple of seasons on a partial schedule, and he's going to get that win here at Mexico City just as soon as he gets through the stadium portion. And his walk-off right here.
Checkered flag.
Checkered flag in the air. Ethan Stanley, win number 8, 4th all-time in the Elite Racing League. Your winner in dominant fashion here at Mexico City. Brian Blauman's going to come home in 2nd.
Last chance for Richard Hearn to make in turn 12 must be.
And we'll go back to this battle between Ryan Schultz and Richie Hearn as they have just now a handful of turns left to go as they enter the stadium portion.
No. to give up.
And I got to ask, who's going to be your driver of the race? Because I think the driver of the race actually finished third. with the
Oh, I don't.
I guess it's going to be maybe Ryan?
I don't think. Well, Ryan Schultz and Richard Henry could be. Yeah, Ryan Schultz because he did a good job to make it ahead, and Richard Henry in radio said, I cook all my tires to try to catch you. So for sure, Richard Henry said good job for Ryan for the battles he have in the track. So I think Ryan, I'm gonna give it to Ryan Schultz, the Ryan of the day, because the driver of the day, Hunter and Gray finished third, so too much glory for one.
And there seems to be a flock of little eagles have found each other on the racetrack there.
Where?
But Ethan Stanley with the win, his 8th career win. As mentioned, his first win this season. Brian Blauman, another podium finish for Brian. These are going to turn into wins eventually. Same thing with Hunter Ingrave. He's got a win already this season, but more wins in his future. He comes home 3rd. Ryan Schultz in 4th. Richie Hearn in 5th. Andrew Wood in 6th. Hunter Smith in 7th. Nice follow-up from his Indy 500 win. Colin Heil in 8th. That's going to help him in the rookie points. Justin Benamar in 9th. Jordan Owens in 10th. Good day for Little Eagle. All through up and down the top 10 there. Kidda 11th, Aldrich 12th, Barrera 13th, Bodie, best he can do is 14th. Not the day he was looking for, but we will see when points are tallied how he's going to do out of this race. Frankenfeld at 15th, Albrecht 16th, then Revlis, Lawson, Toole, and Sam Hines did not take the start, but that is he's going to get credited for 20th. I think that's your field there, yeah.
20 car, 19 car, 19 cars. So we didn't mention this. So when I started the broadcast between you do all your changes stuff for the interview, we before this race is 150 points to go. So after this race, it's 100 points to go. We didn't talk about if Pinheiro, if this, if that. So because Tyler 40 have this incident on the front, it could be more easy for Pinheiro to just show up next week, do the job he do it, finish the race, and could be become a champion again. But we have to wait for the standing. I'll let you know when the standings show up. But 100% Pinheiro is gonna gain 5 points for today, for sure.
See a replay of what happened here at the start of the race. It happens right in front of, there it is, see, kind of the tail end of that. Or got the zoom in on Hunter, who had to really kind of slow down through there.
The issue about that incident, he have a contact with somebody next to him. Actually, it was Ryan Schultz, no? No, with Colin Hill. But because Colin tried to brake, and he tried to avoid Collins, and that's why.
All right, let's get into the interview room here and start these interviews up here. And let's bring up Hunter. And here is Hunter Ingrave, another podium finish. A good season for you on the road courses. We're watching the replay of kind of lap 1, and you had everything happen in front of you. But what did you see on the start there going into turn 1? You kind of had to whoa up for it.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of carnage. But yeah, no, I whiffed up my qualifying runs, and I kind of felt really, really dumb on it. So I just wanted to try to take it easy, and I don't know who it was. Somebody tried to be a little brave on the brakes and kind of missed the corner a little bit. But yeah, no, it was a good race. Just was trying to fuel save a little bit as the race kept going and everything. I was just hoping everybody would burn, and maybe some people wouldn't pay attention to the strategy, but everybody figured out that you just had to save 2 laps. and cutout stops. So yeah, it was good.
We're getting ready to go to the final crown jewel at Michigan next week, moving back to the ovals for the rest of the season. We don't know what the points look like yet, but you're probably going to pick up at least gain some ground on inside the top 10. How you feeling about the remainder of the season?
I'm feeling okay. I don't think any of my teammates are coming back for the rest. They're focused on the road to pro side, so I'll be kind of a lone person for the rest of the season, I think. But it'll be okay. I'm not the best on the ovals. I've gotten a lot better at them, but still just kind of learning things as we go and everything. So I'm feeling optimistic, but I knew the road courses were going to be where I could make up ground this season, and for the most part, I did fairly well at that this year. But yeah, I feel all right on the ovals.
Shout outs, friends, family, sponsors, anyone want to say hi to before we let you go?
My mom, and my dad, obviously. My mom was watching me in the chat, so shout out to her. You guys for always doing a phenomenal job of broadcasting and everything. All the admins that do this and set this up is really fun, really fun. And shout out to Rogue Racing and all the Alliance people that I work with every single week. And yeah,
Points are in. We got you in 8th spot, 100 and let's see, 165 behind the leader, 5 points behind Logan, who I think is also done for the season. So you have an opportunity to, and I think you said Seb's done for the season too. So Seb might come into fall into your grasp, but Logan has fallen into your grasp now. So you have a shot here to maybe get into the top 5 if all things work out for you before the end of the season. So those are the updates and points, but a good race for you here. Bottom step on the podium, and we'll see you at the next one when we get back on the ovals.
thank you very much, sir.
That is Hunter Ingrev. And the points are in, and the difference of points now is Fodi, it was 111. Now it's only 100 to Adriano.
And that's when we had to go.
Yeah, you're right.
Mm.
Roughly, that's how much the points we have left to go.
Without counting the bonus, actually.
Brian Blauman is next here. We'll get the his stat line. We'll bring him up. Another podium finish for Brian Blauman. Started for the pole today. Second pole this season. And another podium on the road courses. Road courses are becoming a kind of a comfortable place for you, but you're also getting better on the ovals as well. How'd you feel about this race? You started off early with good pace, but it just seemed like Ethan just kind of waited you out and reeled you in.
Yeah, no, I'm really happy with tonight's performance. It was always going to be a challenge to race against Ethan. He's one of the best at being able to save fuel and keep really good speed up. Did my best when I was on the reds, but once I switched to the black tire for that last in, I knew it just was going to be difficult to keep up. But overall, I think I drove a really smart race and just managed the fuel the whole race, just so I can make sure I could bring the thing home in second place.
And let's take a look at you're in the points now. You are now tied for third in the points, and only 35 behind Fodi, who had a bad race today, a kind of a rare occurrence for him. But you're now tied with Schold for third in the points. Now the possibility is real that you're looking at one of the top steps to finish the season out in the points championship. You got to be feeling pretty good about that. I mean, you had a top 10 finish last season. Now you're looking at a top 5 for sure, maybe a top 3 finish.
Yeah, that would be great, but I just try and take one race at a time and not really look at the points too much. And I know Michigan next week is going to be a bit of a way to watch the replay after.
All right, well, good to have you here. We'll see you in a week when we get to the P1 US 500 at Michigan. But for tonight, celebrating the second place finish for Brian Blauman here at Mexico City. We'll see you next week.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
All right, and now we will bring up we'll go back to this view here, and we'll just remind everybody about the Hoosier 500 one more time. And then we'll bring up Ethan here. There we go. And let's bring in Ethan. Here he is. Ethan Stanley, a pretty dominant win for you today. Once you got past Brian Blauman there for the lead, just kind of pulled away, made it a race of your own, and also got that win this season that you've been looking after, only showing up for the 4 road courses at Indy, so 1 out of 5. Not too bad. I know you wanted more, but you did get your 8th career win, which moves you 4th now all-time in the Elite Racing League. Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. Just haven't been able to piece together the races this season, on the road courses at least. Had a really good run at Indy, and was pretty excited for this one. New track for me, never really driven it before. And it took me a little bit to get up to speed, but by the end of practice, I mean, I was pretty far out there. And then, unfortunately, lap 1, Fody got taken out, and hate that for him. I felt like he was the other guy that had similar pace to me. Yeah, just Blauman kept me honest the first couple runs. He matched me on the fuel on the first one, and then the second run I managed to save a little bit more, and that's when I figured out the primary tires were really not the one you wanted to be on. Those alternates were a lot quicker.
Yeah.
So that final run, I was able to save enough the run before, just to pretty much run flat out the entire final 21 laps or so. So I was able to build a nice gap, and pretty happy with that.
Talk about learning this track. I mean, this configuration, mainly sports cars and stock cars ran. IndyCar, when they ran here last, didn't run this configuration. So there's very little to go off of coming into this track. You said that it took you a while. What did you find the most challenging about this particular track that took it a while for a driver of your caliber? You really like the road courses. What took you a little bit extra work to figure this place out?
Just like real life, the high elevation really takes away the downforce on these things, and it just makes it hard to kind of to follow, and also just it's hard to judge your braking zones. Everything feels just a little bit off, and you just got to compensate for that.
So you're most of the time just kind of backing the corners up a little bit?
Yeah, pretty much. And I'm just glad we didn't get rain, because that would have been a nice wrench thrown in it.
Well, we'll give you a chance for your shout-outs here. For the 8th time, you are now a winner in the Elite Racing League. That moves you out of the tie you were in for 5th place there, and back into a spot all by yourself in the standings. Adriano, Alex Vandesen, and I think Henry Bennett are the only ones above you. And those are all former champions or current champions, so big names ahead of you on the wins list. This gets you up into rarefied air, so congratulations. Any shout-outs, friends, family, sponsors, anybody you want to say hi to before we let you go? Of course, Blue Egg, of course, a big part of your deal.
Yeah, big shout out to Blue Egg. Long-time sponsor with them. I've not run full-time this season, but happy to get a win with them. And I might be back full-time next season. We'll see. And big shout out to Lake Norman Motorsports. Just like, once again, unfortunate for Tyler. This would have been his night to gain back some points on Adriano, so just big shame for him. Then big shout out to JD Designs, painting all the cars I run throughout the week in Elite. And then just big shout out to you guys up in the booth. Always love watching these back. You guys are great. And big shout out to the admins, too.
Well, you kind of made a bit of a boring race for us the way you dominated up front. So if you don't like the coverage today, I only have one person I can look at to blame.
Well, yeah.
Well, Ethan, I'm sure you're not going to feel too sad about that. But congratulations on the win. Maybe we'll see you next week at Michigan if you want to show up. If not, it's good to see you in Victory Lane at least once this season. Whatever the next time that is, we'll see you on the podium. That's what it will be. But congratulations on getting the win here and on a pretty successful season.
Yep, see you around, guys.
And that is Ethan Stanley. Lewis, not the most exciting race. We were kind of talking about it before. Was Sonoma last year more exciting? Maybe, maybe not. We had some good racing in the mid-pack. We saw some really good battles with Schold and Richie Hearn there. We also saw some good battles with Hunter Ingrave kind of moving his way up and through those guys. Andrew Wood attacking Ryan Schold there for a while and getting around some of those guys. So we saw some good mid-pack battles. But in terms of up at the front, there was very little doubts that once Ethan Stanley got up to the lead, that he was going to lose this race unless something happened to him, whether the rain came back or kind of what happened at Long Beach a season or so ago when he rounded a corner and there's a car sideways. But Ethan really dominated this day, and we've been kind of waiting for an Ethan Stanley dominant performance on the road course. We did get it. It happened to be Michigan City. I did it again. Mexico City. But that kind of frees the schedule up, though, a little bit now that we're just returning back to the ovals. We have Michigan coming up for the last crown jewel, and then, of course, we're finishing up with a non-drop race at Gateway. And this championship is still up for grabs a little bit, provided that Pinheiro can make one more start.
Yeah, actually, in terms of championship, it's not over yet until Pinheiro show up on next week. If he show up, it's a champion for sure, because he's on 100 points ahead. It's really the points he needs to. He need to just 52 points. He need to be in the race, and that's it. You don't need to do something else. If he can finish last, it's gonna be good for him. So, but in terms of the race, I think it's like at the World Series. If it's no drama, it's not a race. It's not a good to see. So it's like we saw in Portland, when we saw in Long Beach, it was really boring. And then it's happened with all this incident with Richard Hearn, Stanley, and Pinheiro hitting each other and then gone. Then Barber same. It's nothing happened, and then it's coming all of this stuff with Stanley pitted in in the caution time,
Yep.
and then leading then gone. So it's a lot of if it's no drama, it's not race. And for sure it's not boring for Stanley, because he must to put every single apex and corner for 69 laps multiplied by 14 or 16, I don't know, 17 corners.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a lot of concentration in there, and don't make a mistake. So that's the thing for him. So not much to talk about the race. Actually, good for the race on the Ryan Chul, Richard Hearn. Bad for the first incident. I feel bad for Foley, actually.
Yeah.
It's like a same sensation when I have a for Chad.
Yeah.
Do you remember in the Richmond race, Chad was leading the race, and then coming somebody with a rocking car, and then gone race for him.
Yeah.
That's the same sensation. So this is my top. But anyways, for sure, Michigan is gonna be not exciting race. Let's put it on the table. It's not exciting race until 10 to go or 15, 10 to go. That's always, especially when there is 250 laps. So it's going to be over the 2-3 hours race. By just follow the pace, waiting for the opportunity, and then 20 to go, it's going to be the race start on for the victory. Because in that 20 laps, it could be 2 yellows, and then it's going to be who's stay on the front. It's going to have a best opportunity to defend the position to win the race. So that's the thing. And Gateway, well, we're going to talk about after Michigan for sure. Where is Gateway? We still waited for closest definition race between each other. So it's always the last 2 years in this channel, we just see Stanley getting close, but not really that close to win the championship, or getting a little bit fight for Adriano Pinheiro to win the championship at that time. So for now, it's just Adriano have to show up next week. Game over for everyone, and just thinking about it, who's gonna get second, because it's really close. 35 points between Bloman and Scholl for 40. Alexander maybe is gonna show up. Maybe, who knows? and then Owens could have a little bit chance to be on the podium on the third one. So that's the battle for now. I think it's the 40 have to remain the second because it's staying second for a while over there. So anyway, see you next week for Michigan 500. And in terms of P1, see you this Sunday for Body in last race in Indianapolis.
Yeah, the points championship is now Pinero with 385, Tyler Fode with 285, Blauman and Schold 250 each, Seb Alexander with 237, Jordan Owens with 233, Logan Edwards with 225, Hunter Ingrid with 220, Hunter Smith with 186, and Ethan Stanley now with 185, but he's done for the season, I think. Craig Forsyth should be back from vacation. We'll see. But Justin Vandermeer has a shot to get inside the top 10. He's just right behind Craig Forsyth. So still a lot of battling to go on here in the top 10. And so some career best finishes are still yet to happen for just 2 more races to go on the schedule. You ask a question, 69 laps times 17 turns. That's 1,173 opportunities that Ethan Stanley had to mess up in this race, and he really did it. Not one, not really.
Just one.
Yeah.
Just one mess and gone.
Yeah.
Especially in the 16, 17, when you can go straight, like a shot did, and gone. Gone race.
And so that's just to tell you that it was no joke, even though he dominated that race up front and looked boring. He had his hands full every single lap. Let's get on out of here. Give everyone back their Thursday night. It's going to start to the weekend. Thank God it's the weekend coming already. Yes.
Let's go.
Get some more football. IU's doing well.
Oh, the World Series first.
IU's doing well. We got the Colts doing well. Indiana's the football center of the universe right now for American rules football. I don't know about your soccer rules, but
no, I think the soccer is gone. But I think the all the attention is about Blue Jays could be win tomorrow. But I think the game's gonna go on Saturday for the 7th game. That's gonna be the game. Anyways, let's go.
We'll see.
Let's get out of here.
So that's it for tonight. Once again, your podium here for the inaugural running of the Mexico City Indy Grand Prix from
Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez
is Ethan Stanley with his 8th career win, moving him 4th all-time in the Elite Racing League's IndyCar Series. Ryan Blauman, another podium finish for him. He's coming home in 2nd, starting from the pole, and Hunter Ingrid, another podium for Hunter. He comes home in 3rd. Well, if you thought the Indy 500 was the most grueling 500-mile race on the schedule, then you haven't seen anything yet. Join us next week when we line up for the fastest 500-mile race of the season. We head to Michigan International Speedway for the 8th running of the P1 US 500. Coverage begins around 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time. Again, that's 7:45 p.m. Eastern. And because there's a time change, it doesn't change for the league. Wherever it's 7:45 Eastern, you'll know where to find us. It's not going to be 6:45. It's not going to be any other 7:45. It remains unchanged. And you can find everything right here at YouTube at youtube.com. Just search Elite Racing Network. Now, as you know, the YouTube algorithm game is not easy. So please help support ERN with the weekly grind. Leave a comment below. Let us know what you thought of tonight's race. If you enjoyed tonight's coverage, support us by smashing like in the video. If you're new, click subscribe. And while you're at it, hit the bell for weekly reminders so you miss out on more of ERN's other iRacing programming, including the Juicy Spider Studios Elite Truck Series. They run Sundays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The Mark J. Rebels Grand National Series. They run Mondays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So ring that bell icon. You don't want to miss a second of the action. The Elite Racing League's naming rights are paid for by, or Elite Racing IndyCar naming rights are paid for by, the Warriors for Peace. Warriors for Peace is an Indianapolis-based nonprofit organization working to end violence and inspire peaceful change, founded in memory of Jack Shockley. They support youth through scholarships, mentoring, and community programs. To learn more or to support their mission, visit their webpage at warriors4peace.org or follow one of their socials today. From there, all the links you need are in the description. I want to thank the Warriors for Peace for their continued support of this signature series. Special thank you to the Elite Racing League's premier sponsors, Blue Egg Marketing and Worldwide Technology Raceway. Be a winner, just like our winner was today, Ethan Stanley, using Blue Egg Marketing on the side of his car. Don't spin your wheels. Accelerate success with Blue Egg. Fueling small businesses to win big. To learn more about Blue Egg, go to blueeggmarketing.com or click on the link in the description. Your winner today here at Mexico City. Worldwide Technology Raceway is a premier motorsports facility located in Madison, Illinois, just minutes from downtown St. Louis and the iconic Gateway Arch. To learn more about Worldwide Technology Raceway, to buy tickets for one of their premier events, especially the NTT IndyCar race next season, check out www.raceway.com or click on their link in the stream description. For business inquiries, to learn more about the Elite Racing League and what they do, visit eliteracingleague.com. Subscribe on YouTube. Like us on Facebook or follow us on X and Instagram. As always, all the links you need are in the description. So, for Luis Gonzalez Nunez, everyone here at the Elite Racing Network, the Elite Racing League, and Warriors for Peace, I'm Gary Gotto saying to all, good night, and thanks for watching. And all of our men and women serving in the military and as first responders, Godspeed, God bless, and come home safe. Catch us again next week at Michigan for the next race of the Elite Racing League's Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series. Good night, everybody.